Hello, class. Hello, and today we're going to talk about plants. Interesting? There's a whole lot to learn about plants. First off, what is a plant? Plants are living things that grow, like us. They live, they grow. Some plants could be maybe a flower, a tree, or a bush. Does anyone else have an example of a plant? Now, what do you think makes a plant a living thing? It grows just like we do. It receives nutrients and grows. If you've ever grown a garden, then you know what it's like to grow a plant. But how do plants grow? Photosynthesis is this word up here, and photosynthesis is the way in which plants grow. It's a cycle that they follow. Why do we call it photosynthesis? The Greek word photo means light, and the Greek word for synthesis means putting together. So light and putting together. So the word photosynthesis means using light to put something together. You'll understand a little bit more about this when we talk about the cycle of photosynthesis. There are three main things needed for this cycle, and they're very important. You cannot have photosynthesis without the three main parts. The first one is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the air that we exhale. It is emitted into the atmosphere, and the leaves of the plant absorb it. Water. Water is absorbed by the plant as well. And light. Here is a photo that gives you a good picture of what photosynthesis looks like. You have the light entering. Our flower is our plant. The light entering down, shading down on our flower. Then the carbon dioxide coming into the flower. Water being absorbed by this. And oxygen is emitted into the atmosphere after the carbon dioxide is taken in. So wouldn't you think plants are really healthy to have around? Yes, I would think so. Any questions about this? All right. So let's talk about the parts of the plant. And let's start with the flower. All right, so all of them have a special job. They all have a purpose. Let's start at the bottom and talk about each individual part. What does this look like? Yes, that's right. It is the roots. The roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil. Plus, they also help to hold the plant really firmly underground so it doesn't fall over. What does this look like? The arrow is pointing to the stem of the plant, or the flower in our case. Now, the stems support the plant and hold it upright. They also carry the water and the nutrients to the rest of the plant. The period is connected to the roots, and it's carried up to the rest of the flower or the plant. What does this look like? That's exactly right. It's a leaf. The leaf has probably one of the most special jobs. Leaves are the part of the flower that carry out photosynthesis, but all parts do help to carry it out. The leaves take in light energy and carbon dioxide and convert it into chemical energy, which the plant uses for food to help it grow. Without this, the plant would not grow. Our last part here is the petals of the flower. Now, if you had another plant, you would have petals. Some of them do. They have leaves or blossoms. Petals help with pollination of other flowers by bees. So near the flowers, petals, seeds are produced as well, partly. All right, are there any questions about these parts? All these parts are necessary. Without them, you could not have the process of a plant growing. What do you remember the roots are for? Exactly, they're to hold the plant firmly in the ground and to carry and to absorb the nutrients from the soil. The stems, again, are to support the plant, hold it upright, and it carries the nutrients up to the other parts of the flower. The leaves, they're the part of the flower that carry out photosynthesis, probably have the most important job. Now, pay very close attention. I want you to know this because we're going to have some questions about it later on the lesson today. Petals help with the pollination. Have you ever seen these different flowers that are pollinating? That's very important to the flowers. It helps them to spread and grow more beautiful flowers. All right, class. Now, before we dismiss, we're going to do an activity with some materials that I brought you. Take the parts of the flower and put them together. Thank you very much for listening to me, class, and we will take some questions. Thank you.